Hey, what's up YouTube? And today I'll be showing you guys my Bennett C6 guide.
I'm going in!
Bennett C6 is a complicated topic.
Team,
It can be good in certain team comps and bad in others. I will be showing you guys the pros and cons of Bennett C6
or not.
and what you should consider if you have his 6 constellation but haven't used it yet. A short disclaimer as well that I already have Bennett at C6, so on top of the Bennett ult, I want you guys to focus on the C6 of his ability. Sword, Claymore, or Polearm users inside Bennett's ult have 15% pyro damage bonus and the weapons are infused with pyro. I want you guys to disregard the Bennett ulti being applied to the characters, but my point still holds true for each of these reasons. And with that, I'll get on to reason number 1. The first reason you should C6 your Bennett is because characters who don't scale physical damage will have an increase in damage when their auto attacks are infused with pyro. Bennett C6 reads swords, claymores, or polearm wielding characters inside his AoE have the pyro damage increased by 15% and the weapons are infused with pyro. What we're capitalizing on is the increase in pyro damage, because when their weapons are infused with pyro, they'll do an increase of 15% more damage on top of Bennett's attack buff. For the short duration of Bennett's ult, you're basically turning your DPS unit into a pyro DPS. Users that can attack extremely fast like Xiao, Xiangli, or Ball work extremely well with Bennett because they have more auto attacks converted into pyro damage and therefore get more out of his ult than sword or claymore users. Bennett also significantly increases pyro characters' abilities and skills. For this example, I'm using Xiangli's ultimate. As you can see with her ult, she's doing significantly more damage inside Bennett's ult. Bennett C6 also gives characters a 50% pyro damage bonus, which is also a free 2-piece Crimson Witch set inside a constellation. Next we have is a constant supply of shields. When pyro and Geo mix, it forms the elemental reaction called crystallize. This will form a pyro shield around our active character.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
If we have a way to constantly supply Geo elements like Zhongli or Albedo, Bennett C6 ult will provide a constant influx of pyro on enemy characters, which will result in a constant supply of shields. The Zhongli synergy is a little bit harder to pull off because his pillar only covers a small area, but characters when it's inside his pillar AoE and Bennett's AoE will still generate shields just as well. Now there are some teams where Bennett C6 could completely cuck your team comp. Bennett will cuck any team that relies on physical damage, because his C6 converts all Claymore, Swords, and Polearm users to pyro damage. Because they are pyro damage, they will no longer get the physical damage bonuses granted by artifacts and stats. Basic rundown is if any of the characters deal physical damage like Razor, Xinyan, Eula, or physical Zhongli, don't C6 your Bennett. You're just gonna negate all the physical damage, turn to pyro, and then you won't get the physical damage bonuses. It's not just physical damage teams that are bad for Bennett. Some teams are built around certain elemental reactions that if Bennett is added to the mix with the C6 will destroy them. In this example, I'm using Razor as the main DPS.
There's no end to this. Another test subject.
Animal test 6308!
Once Bennett inflicts everyone with pyro, I will pop Razor ult. This will push all the enemies back as each auto inflicts them with pyro and causes the elemental reaction of the win. This pushes the enemies back and makes it harder to kill if you're trying to run a spiral like this. All the enemies are spread out and it is harder to AoE smack. This fact holds true for a lot of Electro DPS comps like Kaching, Beidou, and Razor. Currently don't own Kaching, so I'll be using Beidou for this example. I pop Beidou ult, Bennett ult, and whenever I hit an enemy, it inflicts pyro damage, knocking them all back. Even though Bennett could be a weight on some other teams, certain teams can like Bennett just for his elemental reactions, and inclusion of pyro is currently what I'm running is a Tartaglia, Beto, Electro Charge Skin comp and added C6 Bennett for the amount of pyro damage he can output. I like the amount of elemental reactions he brings to the team, and therefore he's a permanent addition to this comp of mine. A few comments to note for some of you guys who still are on the ropes about C6 Bennett. C6 Bennett is something you can never take back. Until miHoYo adds disabling constellations, you're stuck with it. I've C6'd my Bennett back when the Xiao banner came out, and I still haven't regretted it since. I think C6ing your Bennett is safe when you completely decide that you don't want to build any physical damage teams or any teams that C6 Bennett could cuck, or just decide that you don't want to add Bennett on those physical teams. I just want you guys to keep in mind that we don't know what miHoYo has planned in the future. They could come out with a really amazing physical DPS 5-star that we could all want to get our hands on, but if we have C6 Bennett, Bennett will be completely unusable. This is why streamers absolutely hate C6 Bennett. They want to pull on every single new unit, and when a new physical DPS unit comes out, they can't use Bennett in their teams. But this is a different case for free-to-plays. Since I'm not spending Primo Gems for every new unit, I'm completely fine skipping all new physical DPS 5-stars. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to tell me what you guys think about C6 Bennett down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.